forgot the exact year, but I found Roblox when I was young and I got hooked. Like everyone else at the time, I started as a speechless guest. I played as a guest for literal years, and my excuse was that I didn't even know how to make an account, even though the instructions were on screen the entire time. By this point, I've introduced it to all my brothers who all got hooked. We played endless obbies, ride-a minecarts, and my personal favorite, Tycoons. I liked Tycoons so much. Just progressing was the best part. I'll get sad when I finished the Tycoon because there'd be no more things to buy. But weirdly, I didn't really like those endless style Tycoons like Restaurant Tycoon or Lumber Tycoon 2. I always thought they were too complicated. Anyways, I've been on Roblox for a long time, and I haven't actively played anything like I used to, but I've been floating around it for a while. I've seen the updates and stuff, but I find myself thinking about Roblox more and more. Not because I want to play any games. Have you seen the front page? I've been thinking about creating games. Experiences. I could talk forever about my inspirations for making games, but right now I want to focus on 2 specific games that kickstarted my game-making imagination. Hero Academy Online is a very special game to me. I played from when the game was in its beta stage, all the way through to its abandonment. Even though the map wasn't great, the VFX were simple, and the NPCs sucked, honestly, I loved playing and leveling up. I even got to max prestige, which if you don't know, takes a really long time. Hero Academy Online just felt a little different than the other Hero Academy type games, or even any of the other bandit beaters on Roblox. You didn't have any stat points that you have to allocate, you just got better at the things you did, like using your quirk or your weapon. That felt way better and so much more rewarding. And because of that, I kept playing. I even joined a Mafia group, which, of course, I'm now the only remaining member of. And I was the strongest one there. I was the highest prestige. And I had so much stats. No matter what quirk I had, I could still win any fight. So they call me the Muscle. I played this game so much that I would always think of different quirks and abilities that I would like to see in the game from the show. Pokemon Fighters EX. Man, this game was home to me. I knew the entire map like the back of my hand. I knew where all the legendary Pokemon spawned at, including their variants. I was even going to level up every single Pokemon to max level, including their shiny forms. Without the XP Boost Game Pass, by the way. I had so many memories, just playing. I don't even really know why I like this game so much. It was very simple even for its time, like the map, but I think it was just so cool that you could play as the Pokemon, kind of like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, which I really love too. There'd be so many little secrets like Zapdos powered at the beach, or Lord Arceus to open up that cave. But to this day, I've yet to find a game that gives me that same rush when a legendary you've been hoping for, like Hoopa, spawns in, and everyone in the server runs to go and grab it. When you look over to your side and you see the Deoxys sprinting in speed form, or even the Rayquaza flying through the air, or even saving the legendary Pokemon for a friend. You'd get there first and then you just hit anybody off or kill anyone that approached. Man, that was so fun. But Fighters EX I also attribute to wanting to code, because once again I would always think of new Pokemon to add or new moves. And the moves themselves weren't anything flashy too, they were just a part or a mesh that would move to where you clicked. So I don't know, I think when I was younger I looked at that and was like, I could probably make something like that. Hero Academy Online and Fighters EX are 2 of my favorite games on Roblox that are now both completely dead. Fighters EX even more so. Nintendo and Game Freak smacked down every Pokemon fan game on Roblox, including my GOAT Brick Bronze. Man, that sucked so much. I spent so much time shiny hunting in that game, it was unreal. The developers of EX dug their game up and gave it a new coat of paint. The map was updated and they added quests and daily rewards. Pokemon became monsters called ethereals, which Honestly, it's pretty impressive, but the whole game just felt so different without the Pokemon, you know? Like, that's the reason I came to the game in the first place. And that started from thinking of new ideas and abilities to add to these games, which eventually turned into, hey, why don't I try making my own game? And for years, I would daydream about it, making something so good it hits the front page and earns me millions. When I finally dusted off Roblox Studio, I didn't do anything else other than building. I thought that if I had a cool map and setting for my games, it'd feel so good to play, like just so much better to play. Some of the things I'm proud of are on screen right now. But since I only practiced building, I only really got better at building. I guess I was just hoping that I would just spontaneously learn all the other skills, or hoping that somebody would hire me, even though I didn't advertise myself. I was just making incomplete games, expecting that I'd fill them in later. And they're incomplete because they don't have the beating heart of the game, scripts. Eventually, I decided that I'm just gonna have to learn the script. So I began by watching Alvin Blocks and Peas Pod and The Dev King. But I literally mean just watching. I didn't even copy what they were doing. I would just follow along until I didn't understand what like a built-in function was and start to lose focus. And I would just always think the same thing, that this just isn't for me. But each time I tried, I got a little bit further into it. I still kept thinking I need to learn the script to make a game. Until I actually started making my own scripts, until I finally got confident with tables and variables. I was doing it. I was scripting. It felt really good, and I was making progress until I hit data stores. 6 years ago, I quit scripting for the last time, but the thought of making a game never left my mind. I would still daydream about making something amazing. I would even write the game ideas down in my notes app when I had trouble sleeping. Honestly, I still do that today. But this time I need to try something different. 6 years went by and I regretted quitting ever since. It's like I let my childhood dream die. But I've learned a lot these past few years. And the most important thing I've learned was how I learn best. Everyone does it a little differently. For me, what really works is learning by myself, but having other people learning the same thing as well, who I can check in with from time to time. It's kind of like school, but with no pressure and complete creativity. When I first tried scripting, I somehow expected to be able to do everything on my first try, and got extremely disappointed when things didn't work or I didn't understand a concept. I got so disappointed that I quit, out of shame, I think. But this time I'm going to learn. And I'm going to learn in a way that works for me, and I won't quit anymore. I'm tired of quitting. I have this burning desire to prove to myself that I can learn and hopefully master scripting. I know so many people that have done it before, so I just need to get back up and take that first step. I don't want other people to make the games that I said I would make. Now, this is great and all, but Roblox is honestly in a bad place right now. They're rolling out the chat age group things that essentially kills all the role-playing games. They've changed friends to connections and games to experiences. Dude, no one I know uses these corporate terms. What up, my connection? Join me in this experience. They even banned Schlepp, who was just trying to help. And now I've been seeing all these YouTube videos of random people getting banned, and they didn't even do anything. It's like the AI filter detect, I don't even know. It just really sucks that my dream is linked to a company like this. I just hope that they can change things around so that I will feel less guilty about making things on the platform. But I'm still determined to create. If things get any worse, I might just have to switch to Unity. Alright, so what am I actually going to do? I'm going to create goals and then break them down into small, easily accomplishable steps. I can't just jump straight into making my dream game. That's like trying to jump on this block straight from the ground. I have to break the game down into its components and then implement all of them together. I won't have to memorize anything. It's not like school, because at any point I can just look up guides or ask for help. I'll symbolize that with these handrails. Now, reaching the goal isn't impossible. I just have to take a few steps. My top goal right now is to be able to take the ideas I form in my head and script them into reality. So first, I need to hammer down the basics. I found a great resource to learn, the Brawl Dev. His basic tutorials are more updated than the guys I've tried to watch before, and his mic quality is consistent. I don't want to bash the other guys, it was my fault that I failed to learn from them. I just found another resource that works for me. But I don't just want to learn to script. The ideas that I want to make require a bunch of game dev skills that I don't really have yet. want to make awesome VFX. I want to make fluid and flashy animations. And GUI is so good it feels straight from an Atlas game. And of course, get better at building. I've put together a graph of where I think my skills are right now. As you can see, they're pretty low across the board, except maybe building. I enjoy building, but there's still a lot I need to learn. I'm going to update this graph as I make progress. In addition to my graph, I'm going to make my very own game dev skill tree. I always loved skill trees in video games, and I thought it would be really fun to create one for myself. It's completely empty right now because I haven't made any of the actual skills yet. I'm using this program called Obsidian. It has a canvas feature that I really like, which you can organize all kinds of things in. I want to make this skill tree into a sort of roadmap for me to follow. Unlocking new skills is going to feel rewarding and give me a little hit of dopamine to motivate me to continue learning. I'm doing all of this to prevent myself from quitting. That's why I've also made this channel, to document my progress in video form and try out YouTube, which is a dream I've had since I was young. Because I'm starting fresh, I thought it would be cool to create a brand new Roblox account to make things with. He's completely made with the free clothing options because I don't want to purchase any more Robux. I can buy new clothes for him using any Robux I generate or make from this account. He's going to be in the channel's banner as well, which is just a base plate right now because I haven't made anything yet. Hopefully if you're watching from the future, it's looking a lot cooler. But I plan for all of these channel aspects to grow with alongside my skills. So yeah, that's my game plan. I feel like I owe it to myself to at least try doing this stuff. I have the tools, I have the time and the motivation. I have all the ingredients that I need to actually learn and make something I'm proud of. I'm going to begin this series with the one skill that I feel like I need to conquer: scripting. If you want to support me and follow me along my journey, consider subscribing. I hope to link any games I make onto my channel for anyone to play. Alright, see you in the next one.